Good evening, honored guests and fellow graduates. Welcome to the 23rd Annual Commencement for Neuqua Valley High School. My name is Megan Kearney. I'm the President of Student Council and a proud member of the Class of 2022.
And I'm Kelly Hong, the President of the Senior Class. Please stand and join us in honoring America as the Neuqua Valley Band performs our national anthem.
Please remain standing for our alma mater, sung by the Neuqua Valley Varsity Singers. Sorry, guys. The Latin term alma mater translates to nourishing, or dear mother. It is used when referring to the school from which one graduates. To further explain the use of the word mother, one's alma mater is the school that educationally raised you and has sent you forth.
The term alma mater also describes the special song that represents our school. While a school song or fight song is rhythmically active, energetically forceful, and engaged in athletic arenas and pep rallies, an alma mater represents the ideals of the school more formally and is often a part of regal and formal ceremonies.
Former Neuqua Valley Choral Director, Mr. Jay Kellner, composed the words and music to Neuqua Valley's alma mater, hoping to reflect the special, stately, and traditional values upheld by Neuqua Valley students and alumni. Today, the varsity singers are under the direction of Mrs. Ann Kasperzak and accompanied by Mr. Reed Spears. You may be seated. The varsity singers will now perform "You Will Be Found."
Have you ever felt forgotten, loving alone away?
Each year, the administration works with a committee of seniors to select one graduating senior to speak on behalf of the class. At this time, please welcome our classmate, Sabrina Valente, to share her perspective on what we've experienced.
We did it. We are the class of 2022. We were told the same thing back in August 2018 at freshman orientation, but it feels different now. When we were freshmen, we had no idea what high school was going to bring. It felt conceptual. It felt like we were going in as Troy's and Gabriella's from High School Musical, so impatiently waiting for our defining moments to come so soon. I think we can all agree that high school was nothing of the sort. Simply put, high school is awkward. We've gone from being naive, short little freshmen with braces and clothes we swore were so cool, to then becoming sophomores, trying to fit in with the big kids, dreading sophomore swim, and bragging to all of our friends that we were good drivers. Let's be honest, we've all hit a mailbox, or in my case, a garage or two. We then left each other on March 13th, 2020, celebrating our 2 weeks off for a faraway disease. Mosh pitting in the rotunda, so excited for our extended spring break. Little did we know we would then spend what we were told to be the hardest year of high school from our bedrooms. During junior year, I saw ceiling fans far more often than I saw faces, so seeing you all at the beginning of this year really freaked me out, to say the least. Now, here we are together again, after being torn apart, split up, and put back together. Back together. Now, the 867 members from the class of 22 are reunited in this room. Look at those around you. We have been through virtually the same experiences since we were 15 years old. No matter what faces we recognize, what friends we have, or what obstacles we faced, we went through this together. We are presented with the same endless opportunities, the best homecoming in the district, football games, state tournaments, pep rallies, and so much more. And we went through it as one, whether we knew it or not. As we now look around through our matured eyes, we can see that everything has changed, even if we promised ourselves it never would. As we move on to our next endeavor, whether it's college, trade school, a gap year, or anything in between, I leave you with this. What you have experienced here is only the beginning. You will carry what you have gained from the past 4 years to wherever the world takes you. Never forget who you are, as it will shape who you will become. I wish you all the best of luck after tonight's graduation, and I can't wait to see all the amazing accomplishments Neuqua Valley has prepared us to go off and do. To the class of 2022, I am so unbelievably proud of you all. For one last time, I'm Sabrina Valente. Thank you, and congratulations.
This year, the graduation committee also selected a duet to perform a meaningful song for a time of reflection for graduates and their families.
We now welcome Cleo Hagelin and Zach Thompson to the stage to perform Little Wonders, a song that reminds us that we are who we are because of our past experiences. Class of 2022, every moment we experience during our Neuqua Valley years is a little wonder. Sure, we made mistakes along the way and maybe even wished we would have done some things differently, but those moments have equipped and helped to mold us who we are today. As we reflect on our last 4 years and the twists and turns of fate that happened along the way, we are now equipped with a clarity of heart and identity that brings confidence and hope as we move on to the next stage of our lives.
Let it go, let it roll right off your shoulder. Don't you know the hardest part is over? Let it in, let your clarity define you. In the end, we will only just remember how it feels. Our lives are made
these small hours, these little wonders, these twists and turns of fate. Time falls away, but these small hours, these small hours still remain.
Let it slide, let your troubles fall behind you, let it shine until you feel it all around you. And I don't mind if it's me you need to turn to, we'll get by. It's the heart that really matters in the end.
Our lives are made in these small hours, these little wonders, these twists and turns of fate. Time falls away, but these small hours, these small hours still remain. All of my regret will wash away somehow, but I cannot forget the way I feel right now.
These small hours,
These little wonders, these twists and turns of fate. Oh, time falls away, but these small hours, these small hours still remain. Yeah,
still remain.
these little wonders, these twists and turns of fate.
Time falls away.
Time falls
These
away.
small hours,
These little wonders still remain.
time falls away.
These small hours, these little wonders still remain.
Can we give another round of applause for our performers, our student hosts, and our speakers so far? You've already seen so many reasons why we are so proud of these students and this class. It is my honor this morning to also introduce our senior academic farewell speaker, who will give us an address around the theme that we choose each year, What Lies Ahead. Please welcome Devanshi Kathari.
Dear Neuqua Valley faculty, guests, and my fellow graduates, it is my great pleasure and honor to speak to you today and celebrate the amazing achievements of the class of 2022. Before I start, I want to take a moment to thank all the individuals who have helped all of us throughout our journey. Parents, teachers, coaches, counselors, administrators, and more. We would not be here today without you. Over the past few weeks, graduates, you might have heard words of advice from such individuals, motivating you, inspiring you, and for some of us, nudging, compelling, and maybe even coercing you towards your future. Shoot for the stars, reach for your dreams, the sky's the limit, etc., are words that we heard and will continue to hear over and over again. But for many of us, the reality of the future has not sunk in yet. Some of us are still pondering the question, what even lies ahead? So for a brief moment, let's do just the opposite. Think of a time when it was impossible for you to envision the future. A change can often lead to vulnerability. Personally, I felt exactly that when I moved from Scullin Middle School to Scullin Middle School in 7th grade, a school that was almost 3 times the size of my previous school. Despite being surrounded by people, I felt alone in a sea of unfamiliarity. Unprepared to move forward, I wanted to move back to my familiar past. But one day, I did something to change that. I gathered up the courage, let go of my inhibitions, walked up to the girl sitting in the first row, and just said one word: hi. And that right there was the start of amazing friendships and memories that will last decades to come. As we graduate from the halls of Neuqua Valley, we will face many unfamiliar situations, whether that be in college, work, social life, or more. But in the midst of it all, I urge us to be bold and take initiatives. Don't be afraid to reach out to someone new and just say hi. Ultimately, a few years down the road, it won't matter what grades we got on tests, how many clubs we participated in, or how many contests we won. Our true legacy will be in the relationships we've made, the attitude we've developed, and most of all, how we treat others. We are the Neuqua Wildcats, prepared, resilient, and ready. So let's do it. Let's not only take that first step forward, but let's continue moving forward. Let's be passionate, devoted, and, in the words of my favorite pop idol, Taylor Swift, let's be fearless about what lies ahead. Then, no one can stop us from shooting for the stars, reaching our dreams, and conquering the future. Best of luck and congratulations once again to the class of 2022. And as always, go Wildcats.
Good evening. My name is Lance Fuhrer, and I'm proud to serve as principal here at Neuqua Valley High School. I want to begin with two acknowledgments. Our first acknowledgement is of this holiday weekend. More than 150 years ago, this weekend, and tomorrow specifically, was referred to and first named Decoration Day. Union veterans laid flowers at the graves of soldiers who had died in the Civil War. Today, we celebrate Memorial Day. Could I ask that any student that is enlisting or planning to serve in the military or armed forces, please stand so we can acknowledge you. And if you could remain standing, I would like to invite veterans and any active service members in our audience to stand at this time, and could we give them a round of applause? I also want to acknowledge the many people and the many hours and the many talents that go into a ceremony like this, all to honor our class. I want to thank specifically Sharon Ruff, Lori Skirka, and Joan Hurst of our main office and our senior house. I want to thank all the members of our senior house who have helped this class get to where they are today. You will hear from your school counselors, but that house had a tremendous amount of concern and consistency with tonight's ceremony. I also want to acknowledge our partnership with Aramark in bringing all of our things out here, and a longtime partnership with NIU. Can we give them a round of applause? So class of 2022, your time has come, and it has been quite a path to get here. Your story is very unique in the history of our school, but it is one that echoes across time. It is a comeback story, and I think it's one deeply rooted in our DNA. For our generation, we admire those comeback stories we see in sports heroes, in Hollywood endings, in the rags to riches stories of innovators or entrepreneurs. But if you go back centuries, comeback stories were a part of Greek mythology and even ancient religions. They were stories of redemption that have continually inspired hope and confidence. From the ashes, it is written, a phoenix will rise. Seniors, it is your time to take flight. The last 2 years have been long and difficult. Much of your high school experience was a roller coaster of changes and emotions. But what really matters now is how you've come together as a class, how you have risen as a class, how you've created a collective comeback story, one filled with all of the moments and all of the memories that high school should be. These memories will stick with you for a lifetime. You've also had the distinction of being our graduating class in our 25th year as a school. Our theme for this anniversary is a work in progress. As a school, we are not perfect, nor should any of us set that as an expectation. We have earned accomplishments, but also faced disappointments. And we have experienced moments of confidence, and equally so, moments of doubt. Each of you are a work in progress. Give yourself that grace. Embrace that you are unfinished. Allow both success and failure, wins and losses, to shape you moving forward. Inscribed on the inside of a rotunda, it reads, "Be who you are, but become who you are capable of becoming." And you are well on your way. As a work of progress, you should celebrate who you are at this moment, but trust that you can and you will write your own story. Congratulations. At this time, I'd like to invite to the podium our Superintendent of Schools, Dr. Adrian Talley. Dr. Talley, I present to you the Neuqua Valley High School class of 2022.
Thank you, Dr. Fuhrer. Neuqua Wildcats, today is your day. I'm excited to be here to be able to celebrate this day with you. This second year of the pandemic has continued to test all of us. However, as proud Wildcats, you have persevered, demonstrated resiliency, and conquered this year. I'm happy that we can celebrate your accomplishments in this graduation. Knowing the importance of keeping my comments brief, I will say just the following. Your presence today affirms that you have the ability to overcome both personal and academic challenges, as well as the talent and skills needed to make positive experiences happen for yourself and others. More than a decade of education has taught you various lessons in preparation for the adult life you are entering. As an adult, you will be asked to make judgments based upon what you have learned. Remember, it is what you choose to do with your life that will determine what will happen to our community and our nation and our world. So now let the celebration begin by distributing the diplomas to these great Wildcats. Dr. Fuhrer.
At this time, we are going to transition to our favorite part. It is our roll call, and each of you will hear your names read, and I would ask that our audience respect that we will be reading from two podiums, one name after the other, and if you could hold your applause, as difficult as that can be, we don't want the applause or cheers for one student to drown out the name that we want to hear of each student. So at this time, I'm going to ask our front row to stand and begin to line up on the red carpet just at the bottom of our ramps. I'm going to ask our school counselors, who are going to read these names, to take their positions at our podiums, and our Board of Education to take their places. They will be handing out our diplomas. We will get started momentarily.
Sanjar Arib.
Zoe Kerpanos.
Vartan Avedumian.
Yeun Kwan.
Rithvik Balanthrapu.
Ella Labar.
Rashni Balanthrapu.
Olivia Lee.
Mahika Bansal.
Benjamin Meyer.
Bhavi Barnwall.
Sonal Narasimha.
Catherine Dwyer.
Shruti Pansay.
Aaron Foy.
Milan Rajan.
Rashika Gadamanagu.
Sejal Rhodes.
Cleo Haglin.
Sophia Rosenberger.
Khalid Hamden.
Sebastian Saldua Alonso.
Mia Hassan.
Amuthka Samudrala.
Matthew Hassel.
Henry Scriven Young.
Devanshi Katari.
Ria Singhal.
Megan Kearney.
Sabrina Valente.
Stephanie House.
Jaden Spears.
Ashley Hedstrom.
Kanchi Suri.
Bailey Hairbolt.
Zachary Thompson.
Katsia Kadima.
Samuel Turner.
Rashita Kalaru.
Elaine Wu.
Pridya Abilash.
Kaya Lee Jones.
Rashna Abraham.
Colin Lewandowski.
Lauren Adamski.
Karina Liang.
Adeyanka Adeniran.
Matthew Lajeski.
Nicholas Agnew.
Justin Lin.
Burak Agun.
Theodore Lin.
Zain Ahmad.
Evan Litzer.
Iman Akhtar.
Eric Liu.
Hira Akram.
Sharon Liu.
Hisham Alam.
Ryan Lowe.
Mihir Lamay.
Kelly Hong.
Jai Patel.
Chloe Laboda.
Alekia Jagadam.
Kurt Lomentad.
David Garcia.
Sophia Love.
Perrin Wright.
Jessica Lozano Gajardo.
Yusra Faruqi.
Merlin Liu.
Jonah Byspiel.
Fiona Luo.
Yusef Al-Khatib.
Aman Luthra.
Abigail Allen.
Ethan Lind.
Caitlin Bolak.
Grace Ma.
Deparpan Mokaji.
Arjun Man.
Ashwin Rajan.
Harika Mudaganta.
Carter Patak.
Emilia Magno.
Isham Jones.
Vishnu Mahesh.
Talera Boyd.
Amanda Molina.
Hiba Anyami.
Abigail Malat.
Giovanna Anaya.
Claire Malloy.
Anthony Anderson.
Shay Maloney.
Kelly Anderson.
Nathan Manabat.
Kyle Anderson.
Tyler Mariscal.
Teresa Antune.
Ingrid Marcus Reginato.
Daniel Apple.
Benjamin Marshall.
Jason Apple.
Alyssa Martell.
Adam Arenborgo.
Justin Martin.
Andrew Arenborgo.
Noah Martin.
Vade Asser.
Andrew Martinez.
Tyler Auer.
David Martinez.
Madeline Austin.
Katrina Marzuki.
Ryan Bear.
Richard Matia.
Karthik Bhagavadi.
Alexander Matson.
Keshav Balaji.
Christopher May.
Sri Sahitya Balaji.
Talia Mayer.
Luke Balaika.
Autumn McCain.
Yash Banla.
Megan McCarthy.
Annika Bansal.
Kylie McCarty.
Reese Barron.
Mikhail McDade.
Nicholas Borato.
Riley McEntee.
Chloe Barrett.
Jamari McHerron.
Audrey Bond.
Alexia McIntyre.
Sarah Baina.
Josiah McManus.
Owen Beinhauer.
Kyle McVitie.
William Bejar.
Alyssa Mead.
Cole Balber.
Hannah Meeks.
Luke Balber.
Ria Metha.
Avery Bow.
Sachi Metha.
Ryan Ballas.
Taylor Meltzer.
Beulah Ben.
Rowan Mendez.
Gianna Barron.
Rylan Eris Mendoza.
Emily Byrne.
Sophie Mung.
Anthony Burnett.
Isabel Mesri.
Anastasia Dagaru. Tatiana Dagaru. Sneha Bojwani. Faraz Buyan. Michael Biacco.
Daniel Meston.
Chad Bianchi.
Alina Mounier.
Trinity Bishop.
Sabrina Mezziani.
Thomas Bitsky. Lily Blanchard. Tessa Bleers. Caitlin Bloomley.
Kiana Michael.
Jacqueline Bobby.
Benjamin Michaelak.
Manasa Bopudi.
Abigail Michaelzik.
Sophie Bordelais.
Morgan Mahalik.
Alexander Boris.
Nathan Milani.
Cindy Bumujahad.
Callie Miles.
Matthias Bowens.
Aubrey Miller.
Caitlin Bowler.
Brooke Miller.
Shanique Boyce Liddell.
Mackenzie Miller.
Luke Brady.
Nicholas Miller.
Tarek Bragg.
Tiana Miller.
Delicia Bramasco.
Curtis Min.
Kiera Bramasco.
Benjamin Mariloff.
Sydney Brinkman.
Shiraz Mirza.
Bradley Buds.
Maxwell Mitchell.
Nicholas Buffon.
Paige Mitchell.
Sabine Bukhari.
Kaylee Moeller.
Anthony Burcham.
Philip Montgomery.
Timothy Burke.
Ryan Moore.
Jade Burnham.
Emily Morgan.
Noah Burrell.
Trevor Morris.
Sydney Butler.
Eric Morton.
Melanie Bynack.
Abaram Mulapudi.
Kiera Burns.
Paula Munoz Gallardo.
Max Cahoon.
Sean Murphy.
Victoria Collada.
Mackenzie Murray.
Alexander Samai.
Anna Musalevich.
Jacqueline Carlin.
Zoya Nadim.
Connor Carmichael.
Elizabeth Natochi.
Peyton Carrera.
Varsha Nagarer.
Autumn Carollo.
Jessica Nagy.
Alexa Carosa.
Shriram Nair.
Trevor Cartwright.
Ryan Nailway.
Noah Castillo.
Andrea Nunthicott.
Peter Catazone.
Jacob Nauman.
Andrew Kutsoyu.
Omar Niaz.
Rylan Kavanaugh.
Charles Neiman.
Elijah Chaco.
Moith Nelivalusa.
Yanidis Jacon.
Andrew Nelson.
Madeline Chambers.
Ovia Muthakamaran.
Nicholas Chan.
Tajaswi Nurella.
Ashwini Chandrakan.
Karen Ng.
Jaden Chapman.
Robert Ngia.
Sanjay Chatterjee.
Jessica Nguyen.
Nick Chaudhary.
Jardaleza Nicholas Javier.
Karina Chavez.
Anvit Nidavalu.
Joseph Cholaya.
Azda Nirmal.
Christine Chen.
Rosalind Zhao.
Franco Chiali Orsini.
Justin Nonaman.
Niharika Rao Chintalapudi.
Elena Nordhughes.
John Matthew Churail.
Alexis Northrup.
Sonia Chisnell.
Sydney Notestein.
Annie Cho.
Elizabeth Novello.
Alexandria Kamichia.
Carly Novoy.
Rafida Chowdhury.
Madison O'Hearn.
Ruby Kristen.
Ryan Olinger.
Ryan Clark.
Kendall O'Keefe.
Tyler Clark.
Inkim Okeke.
Gianna Clark.
Graham Olson.
Maya Clifford.
Kaylee Omohundro.
Mitchell Klolinger.
Sarah O'Neill.
RJ Cluxton.
Maeve Onley.
Andre Cobb.
Nicholas Ornzak.
Caitlin Cole.
Peyton Orlo.
Jaden Coles.
Melanie Ortiz Ruiz.
Patrick Conniff.
Connie Wadrago.
Allison Conrad.
Shreya Pai.
Tyler Constantine.
Arul Palaniapan.
Emerson Corso.
Trisha Poulet.
Devin Creighton.
Grace Panic.
Gabrielle Cristofero.
Frank Pantano.
Campbell Cross.
Corbett Papastathis.
Alec Cross.
Ivan Paracol.
Sean Cunningham.
Eunice Park.
Akul Dachapali.
Jack Parker.
Sanat Dachapali.
Chase Parkhurst,
Vishnu Dachapali,
Shivraj Permar,
Kunal Daftari,
Andrew Parnell,
Irish Damaraju,
Aryan Patel,
Sara Datta,
Ashay Patel,
Ashka Dayal,
Aman Patel,
Jaden Dean,
Manav Patel,
Elise DeBain,
Richa Patel,
Cadence Deward,
Sia Patel,
Dominic DiGiuseppe,
Yash Patel,
Alexander Del Genio,
Shivam Patnaik,
Daria Dallas,
Ethan Patty,
Nicholas DeMarti,
Cara Pellegrino,
Jillian Dennison,
Matthew Penrose,
Mason Detzman,
Peter Parison,
Devin Darren,
Lily Perius,
Farouk Desmarati,
Lucy Perkins,
Rebecca De Souza,
John Peterson,
Matthew DeWeese,
Julia Peterson,
Rithvik Dinaher,
Philip Petrev,
Siddharth Deer,
Colin Pettengill,
Ryan Diaz,
Ella Phelan,
Serena Diaz,
Sammy Pham,
Jay Dillon,
Connor Phillips,
Cameron DiNardo,
Emily Piao,
Anushri Divakar,
Isabella Pichardo,
Annabella Dix,
Anthony Persanti,
Ryan Dotson,
Jackson Pies,
Ryan Durr,
Jacob Perkins,
Edward Domanis,
John Pockley,
Palmer Domsky,
Aditi Podaturi,
Haley Dorn,
Thomas Poland,
Liam Dorsey,
Dimitro Popovich,
Wyatt Draz,
Tristan Price,
Joshua Drillenberg,
William Prusak,
Natalie Dubiel,
Gianna Potasic,
Jenna Duncan,
Mateo Puente,
Eric Perea,
Tomas Puente,
Aiden Dunn,
Anya Pularu,
Mia Dunsmore,
Danielle Pick,
Olivia Durkin,
Ashmit Raghav,
Vivian Durkin,
Sahej Rai,
Mallory Dewey,
Francesca Ramondi,
Gabriella Dazikin,
Shreya Rajesh,
Chandler Eakins,
Anushka Rakshit,
Abigail Edwards,
Samyuka Ramanathan,
Amanda Eldridge,
Varun Ramasubu,
Maddie Emblin.
Melissa Rambasoon.
Ian Englishharden.
Ishan Ramesh.
Jonathan Eplin.
Alexander Ramirez.
Luke Ernst.
Julia Ramirez.
Risa Kaylee Espera.
Arjun Ravi.
Liliana Espinoza.
Pranav Reddy.
Aman Faruqi.
Vishnu Reddy.
Jack Fion.
Alexandra Reese.
Brandon Fenwick.
Matthew Riley.
Sean Fieldman.
Jack Riena.
Blake Fleming.
Amanda Repman.
Tylen Fleming.
Kaylee Raymond.
David Flores.
Caitlin Reynolds.
Diana Flores.
Casey Riccardi.
Kian Flynn.
David Ridges.
Ryan Flynn.
Luke Rios.
Kale Foley.
Charles Ripple.
Sachin Fong.
Elizabeth Ripple.
Maggie Formento.
Abby Robinson.
Logan Florak.
Ashley Robinson.
Braden Fondos.
Nicholas Rolwing.
Griffin Fondos.
Nicholas Rokas.
Elizabeth Fox.
Charlie Rook.
Madeline Frank.
James Rosenberger.
Zachary Franzen.
Alan Rich Ross.
Michelle Fu.
Atreyu Ross.
Nicolette Fugelstad.
Aiden Rustemeyer.
Sydney Firth.
Alexis Ryan.
Nicholas Gallegos.
Sabrina Sabatine.
Julia Galucci.
Nishant Sadangi.
Amisha Gambier.
Jocelyn Salazar.
Sanjay Ganesh.
Cassandra Salviola.
Mikal Gardner.
Sammy Samana.
Justin Garland.
Kendall Samuel.
Elizabeth George.
Ashley San Augustine.
Jack Georgie.
Christian Sanchez.
Andrea Gerald.
Chelsea Santos.
Havros Gias.
Yashis Surthesai.
Amer Gauss.
Stephen Satish.
Shannon Gillespie.
Venetia Saxena.
Diego Gibson.
Mateo Sharash.
Tessa Glowacki.
Nathaniel Schissel.
John Golden.
Zachary Schmidt.
Anya Gowan-Bievsky.
Aaron Schneider.
Sean Golemis.
Haley Schnell.
Megan Gaunt.
Connor Schreier.
Satvik Gauri Shankar.
Helen Schremser.
Isabella Graham.
Megan Shu.
Hannah Granado.
Michaela Scroggins.
Catherine Graw.
Calvin C.
Kanye Griffin.
Jack Seary.
Jada Marie Griggs.
Angela Segura.
Caitlin Grickus.
Joshua Selby.
Jonah Grover.
Madeline Sell.
Matthew Guidarelli.
Anusha Selva.
Lucas Guille.
Anthony Sirio.
Harshad Gunashaker.
Benjamin Cerna.
Arthi Gupta.
Carter Sessa.
Hershit Gupta.
Michaela Seymour Gardner.
Ericus Gerskis.
Nicholas Shebaker.
Andrew Gutierrez.
Dia Shah.
Christian Guzman.
Arib Shahab.
Kai Haas.
Aryan Shahu.
Leo Halikius.
Arnav Shandilya.
Christopher Hall.
Abhinav Shankar.
Rebecca Haller.
Sean Shannon.
Ramiz Hamid.
Snehil Sharad.
Shaylin Hanley.
Dimitro Shemchuk.
Mahi Hans.
Alex Shen.
Zane Hack.
Connor Sheriff.
Helena Haralampopoulos.
Matthew Sherwin.
Emily Harner.
Peter Schumann.
Soraya Harper.
Maggie Shee.
Xavier Harris.
Arnav Shrivastava.
Brendan Harder.
Prina Shroff.
Elijah Hassan.
Kayla Shimkowitz.
Samuel Haskell.
Ibrahim Siddiqui.
Brennan Hazen.
Sarah Schenkevich.
Cooper Heck.
Cameron Singer.
Abigail Hedstrom.
Anish Singh.
Alexis Hedstrom.
Ira Singh.
Rodnick Hegde.
Taranjot Singh.
Caitlin Heiss.
Daniel Smith.
Cole Henderson.
Aiden Smith.
Jenna Henderson.
Keegan Smith.
Olivia Hernandez.
Shamara Smith.
Abel Hersberg.
Luke Snyder.
Gavin Hewawusam.
Samantha Sokash.
Jacob Hemans.
Alma Solis.
Alexandra Hinderleiter.
Jayla Sopel.
Allison Hoffman.
Rachel Speedy.
Makoto Kuniyoshi.
Emma Spires.
Joshua Julian.
Emerson Spreitzer.
Kristen Hopkins.
Akil Srinivas.
Isaac House.
Miranda Soroka.
Alexis Hovel.
Xavier Stacy.
Nathaniel Howard.
Madeline Stack.
Micah Rubeck.
Kelly Staines.
Allison Huang.
William Stamos.
Jordan Hiddle.
Victoria Starshinova.
Esther Wang.
Charles Steeman.
Rafid Iftekharuzaman.
Nicole Stercelli.
Gabrielle Iglesias.
Maya Stone.
Sydney Isaacs.
Haley Stradling.
Kendra Jackson.
Matthew Strange.
Sydney James.
Hannah Strizlecki.
Shiroshri Janaki.
Hannah Stump.
Abigail Jensen.
Lauren Sullivan.
Logan Jesse.
Terry Sullivan.
Owen Jewell.
Azam Sultan.
Wei Jiang.
Shadi Sultan.
Adam Johnson.
Delaney Sulzer.
Luke Johnson.
Angela Sun.
Callista Joes.
Arjun Sundarajan.
Laura Jonitis.
Swathi Sunil.
Matthew Jones.
Om Suthar.
Susan Jones.
Ella Swartz.
Silas Jones.
Lauren Sweeta.
Amulia Janalagada.
Aditya Tyre.
Sanjana Joes.
Ela Taneja.
Jenna Jordan.
Ethan Tang.
Minha Kadri.
Disha Tavane.
Mohit Kamat.
Mitchell Teskey.
Alexander Kamer.
Annika Tooney.
Janavi Manan Karat.
Shaza Thahir.
Kavin Karthi.
Prithvi Talker.
Corey Cash.
Kyron Tharbs.
Sebastian Castle.
Carson Tice.
Anushka Katuri.
Micah Thigpen.
John Kaufman.
Eamon Thobani.
John Kemp.
Angela Thomas.
Ansa Khan.
Liel Thomas.
Hassan Khan.
Andrew Thompson.
Namal Khan.
Connor Thompson.
Naisha Khan.
Lauren Thompson.
Salma Khan.
Michaela Thompson.
Shahir Khan.
Brett Tipton.
Zainab Khan.
Akshata Tiwari.
Zaid Khan.
Anaga Tiwari.
Giuliano Kanjian.
Francisco Tovar Maney.
Talia Kawaja.
Enzo Tronco.
Ahmed Karam.
Tess Trost.
Martin Kiefer.
Callie Tuma.
Lindsay Kiesling.
Anthony Turner.
Joshua Kalaki.
Megan Turner.
Daniel Kim.
Shatish Veti.
Ian Kim.
Aryaman Vala.
Sean Kim.
Dominic Valentino.
James Kincaid.
Gavin Vandenbroek.
William Kincaid.
Brooke Vandermeide.
Nicholas Kincaid.
Bianca Vargas.
Lauren Clucken.
Anushi Varma.
Madison Klein.
Natalia Velisavljevic.
Kendall Klistinsky.
Neha Velala.
James Napchik.
Shrujan Velpula.
Alyssa Cole.
Micah Vemu.
Rena Kanyali.
Vidya Venkatashalam.
Andrew Kosak.
Elijah Vera.
Aiden Kroll.
Allison Vi.
Sonia Christensen.
Daphne Vo.
Adam Kruzanowski.
Ava Volanti.
Callie Kubal.
Christopher Vonamy.
Joshua Kubicki.
Amelia Wachtel.
Sarah Keepers.
Caitlin Wagner.
Ansh Kumar.
Kimberly Waldschmidt.
Sachin Kumar.
Ashley Wallensack.
Ashwin Kumaran.
Alexandra Ward.
Scott Kwok.
Hannah Wazalewski.
Tiffany Lack.
Noah Weber.
Rachel Lockenick.
Sydney Way.
Taylin Lockenick.
Olivia Wellner.
Nevin Laframboise.
James Wetloffer.
Mason Lagman.
Mackenzie White.
Faith LaGrassa.
Kennedy Williams.
Chelsea Lambert.
Matthew Williams.
Starley Lanning.
Sydney Williams.
John Larunas.
Ava Williamson.
Zara Latif.
Mia Willis.
Angelo Lavachi.
Frederick Willman.
Michael Lavelle.
Aiden Wiltshire.
Peyton Laverty.
Joseph Whitrock.
Chase Lavin.
Jack Woolfield.
Hajun Lee.
Samuel Roble.
Joshua Lee.
Jenny Wu.
Michael Lee.
Peter Wiak.
Nayun Lee.
Vincent Sean.
Paul Lee.
William Ye. Jake Yerkes. Caitlin Yilk. Corey Yu. Crystal Yoon. Shayna Yonan. Lucas Young. Abdul Rahman Yunus. Abdul Majid Yusuf. Shukai Yu. Tyler Yu. Eli Zafar. Christopher Sean Zaidi. Zainab Zanir. Alyssa Zangi. Daniela Zarkin. Alex Zavala. Ryan Zeiler. Kevin Zhang. Jared Zhang. Connie Zhao. Ziqian Chao. Sarah Zhang. Emma Zeller. Amina Zubair. And Emma Zerlo.
To everyone that has joined us today, that are surrounding our graduates, that are here in support and celebration of them, it is time to get your cameras ready. Class of 2022, congratulations. Ready? Let's go.